So MBAmo is our MBA odds calculating robot. We're incredibly proud of this robot because it really achieves what up until now you needed to talk to a human being to achieve. And importantly, you needed to talk to a really experienced and savvy human being. So for 13 years now, I've been doing free consultation calls with MBA applicants. So this is like a 25 to 30 minute call with someone who's applying to business school. I have all the information about their profile. And then, they ask me, what are my odds? What are my chances? Where can I get into school? This is the big question that people first have when they're starting to do their research. And after years and years of doing these calls, it became really clear to me that the fundamental answer to the question, where am I competitive? Where am I competitive? Which schools should I be applying to? And what are my odds? The answer to those questions all hinge on the quantitative elements of your profile, your GMAT score or GRE score, the school you went to and the grades you got, your work experience in terms of number of years you've been working, number of promotions you've gotten, and you get a little bit of a boost if you worked at some well-known elite companies, but even that's less important than just, have you been progressing through your career? But those are the components that really determine your odds. And so rather than continuing to burn 25-minute calls with people, walking them through this equation that really is a pretty simple equation and doing that over and over and over again, I decided, look, I can build a robot that does this. So I worked with a friend. It was a really long project. The model is actually pretty sophisticated and complicated. There's a lot of different inputs, and the inputs are weighted differently and they mean all different things. So it's actually a pretty sophisticated model, but you just give the robot a little bit of data and then he'll tell you what your odds are. But the reason I wanted the robot to do that is so that when I have one-on-one conversations with people, I don't have to talk about the most meaningless part of the application process, which is your odds. And instead, we could really get to work talking about their career vision, their goals, their stories, their character, the elements of who they are that are ultimately much more decisive in the outcome than your GMAT score, your grades, and your career progression. Those things are kind of table stakes. Like if you have solid grades and scores and career progression, those are table stakes. But whether or not you get in has to do with everything else about you. This is why there are so many essays, 2 recommendations, sometimes more than 1 interview, because schools are really trying to get to know you as a complete person. They're trying to make a decision on a human being, not on a pile of statistics. So I built the robot so that everybody all over the world for free could get the answer to that question. What are my odds at my top favorite schools? And so anyone from anywhere for free, you can go and just give it a little bit of data. It'll take you 60 seconds to fill out the form. And then what you get is a 20-page readout, and you can download it. It's customized. It's like at least 30% of the text is customized to what you fed the robot. So it will tell you your odds of getting into a given school, which parts of your statistics are strong or weak vis-a-vis that specific school. And then we'll also dig into other elements of your candidacy, like fit with that program and your passion, other ways that you can start to think about differentiating yourself in your applications so that you can achieve a good outcome and maximize the likelihood of your success no matter what the odds say. And so since we work since we work with people who are really trying to make positive change happen in the world, we want them to be successful no matter what their GMAT score is. This is why we don't screen for GMAT score. And we have kind of a personal passion for helping folks who may not have the best statistics, but have a really clear vision and really want to make a difference. And we kind of specialize in helping them maximize their success, even if their statistics aren't great. So we get the odds part out of the way first, And then the rest of the report, this 20-page report that you get, will help you then move forward from there. So even if the news is bad, even if the robot says, uh-oh, this school's a reach for you, or uh-oh, it's a moonshot, it still gives you really tactical steps to take to improve those statistics, but then also to enhance and leverage everything else about you to maximize your likelihood of success. The intention of the robot really, like, I want to encourage users to think of it this way. You can get into business school. Everyone can get into business school. Not everyone can get into every school though. So you want to use the robot to choose a portfolio of schools to apply to. Most people really should be applying to 3 to 6 schools. And so if your favorite school is a moonshot, go for it. People get into schools that the robot says is a moonshot, because odds and outcomes are 2 different things. So even if the odds are against you, you should still go for it if it's your dream school. But then you need a few other schools that are safer, that guarantee, not guarantee, but like that make it much more likely that if you submit an amazing application to that school, you're going to get into that school, so that by the end of this process, you're going to have at least one option and ideally more than one.